Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, it doesn't look so bad now, but in the picture I take for the vlog entrance, or whatever you want to call it, it looked like I was just wearing a blue hoodie. But I'm not. It's a shirt and then my blue pillow. So maybe I'll get that out of the way. And there, I look better. Yay! So, how are y'all doing today? You know, you can contact me with stories, blood sugar tips for me to do a video on, or whatever you like, as long as it's in a positive nature. You can send it to mikesdiabetesworld.com. No, sorry. Let's try this again. mikesdiabetesworld@shaw.ca. And it will be down below in the description part of the video. And I want to talk to you today. I had a really low blood sugar first thing, and then by dinner time my blood sugar was high. And for me, I'm used to it, but a new diabetic would be freaking out, like, why am I high, and blah blah blah. Just to know, when you're first diagnosed a diabetic, it is called the honeymoon period. And during that period, your blood sugars can go all over the place. Now, when you first go on insulin, you're going to be doing a little bit of this. And that's because they're still trying to figure out how much insulin you need on a daily basis. So not to worry. I don't know what my blood sugar range was when I was first diagnosed. I did a lot of urine tests, and back then, that was the only way, and you had to go once and empty your bladder, and then you had to wait, and then go again. So now it's so much better. And the honeymoon phase, they can get you on a good dose, and the honeymoon phase, you can have sometimes high and sometimes low, because it's kind of like taking insulin wakes up your body, and whatever beta cells are still available will shoot out insulin. But eventually, slowly, for most of us, that dies away. And they thought, you're going, for myself, you're going back into a honeymoon phase again. Well, it's been 40 plus years that I've been a diabetic, and I'm not in a honeymoon phase at all. And it's weird to think that. But for new diabetics, don't worry. You might be difficult to control at first, but if you keep up and do what you're supposed to do, then you'd be fine. Now, I was thinking back to my first couple of years, and my teen years, I tried hard and things weren't really working out. And then I went through about 5 years where I think in my brain, I'm not really a diabetic. I took the shots every day, I did the urine test, but I'm not really a diabetic. And I would keep eating all the time. And it was lucky to be the younger years, so things got to be better. But I can remember those 5 years not doing much. There really was no endo in my life at that time, or endocrinologist. So, they didn't have the A1C test out yet, and I was going up and down. Now, after the 5 years, I figured, well, I'll control my diabetes. And, I do it, and some days I'd be spot on, perfect. And then other days I found myself all over the map. And, I really got kind of discouraged in thinking that I must be, I've ruined my body. But at that point, I really didn't know how to correct my blood sugars. And I'm not going to explain how to do it in this video, because that's a discussion you need to have with your doctor. You need to find out what I'm doing and how to correct it. But I finally got into a diabetes program at St. Mary's. And I went there, and this lady started coaching me and started telling me how to take care of my blood sugars, how to correct. And once I followed their guidelines, things had started to get better in my life. Now, I've been through a few of these. Diabetic training. It was always, you have to go to our diabetic training. I think that'll be great if you come to ours. I was really getting kind of bored of them. There was one, and I don't know if it's the same way today, so I'll tell you about it maybe. At one point, I went to St. Paul's Hospital, and they would have a morning session and an evening session. And I went there, and they fed you dinner and a snack if you were in the evening, and you get breakfast and lunch if you were in the earlier one. And they would go, and you'd go see a doctor there, and then you would continue on in the class. Well, nowadays they seem to do more classes for type 2. I haven't been to a type 1 class. I should ask my diabetic nurse next time I speak to her. Because, you know what? That might be something really interesting. I've said before, you always need to be open to different things. So I really want this video to be, if you're newly diagnosed, don't get discouraged. Eventually things will settle down. In your first year, you can have what they call the honeymoon, but that in most cases should die down quickly. If you're still having problems, maybe you need to go speak to your doctor, and he may diagnose you as a liable or a liberal, liable diabetic. I still like the old name of being brittle diabetic. But don't get discouraged. It'll all work out. Just keep doing what's right, and you'll know what's right. Eventually, it will become second nature to you. That's my wise topic of the day. Hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.